Hello to all my dear students. Today, as a part of class 9 chapter 3 drainage, we are going to continue with it and we are going to continue with the topic of lakes. Types of lakes. We have different types of lakes. First of all, on the amount of water they are carrying, like permanent lakes, they have water throughout the year. Seasonal lakes, they have water during the rainy season. During the dry summer season, they dry up. We have freshwater lakes and saltwater lakes. Freshwater lakes which contains sweet water, salt water which contains the part of the ocean water. Natural and man-made lakes. Natural lakes are those lakes which are formed by the nature, and man-made are those which are made by the man, like we dam a river and convert it into a lake. So, these are some of the types of lakes. Now, we will continue about how are different types of lakes formed. Oxbow lakes are formed in the course of a river in the plains. When the river goes through a gradual slope, it flows in a meandering course, and when it flows through a meandering course, what happens? The water erodes this part, whereas here the deposition takes place. Similarly, when the water pushes towards the other side, it pushes towards the outer surface. So, it erodes the other side, and this is how the erosion continues to grow from this side and deposition from this side. And once after few years, deposition comes when a lake is formed like this. This gets cut off and a river meanders this way, and this becomes an oxbow lake, and this is what is called oxbow lake. That is how oxbow lakes are formed. They are formed in the courses of a river when the river flows through a gradual slope through the plains in the middle course of a river. Next are saltwater lakes or lagoons. They are formed in the coastal areas by spits and bars. How I will explain you. In the coastal area, if we take the coastal area of India, we find that in Orissa there is a Chilika lake which is this, in this form. These are spits and bars. Because these are the areas of hard rocks, they form a feature which is known as spits or bars. Because of these spits and bars, this area could not get eroded, and therefore, when the water from the ocean gushes inside, it erodes this area, and this is how a lake is formed. And that is why it is known as a lagoon, and this is the largest lagoon of the world in India. It is formed, and this is called the Chilika lake. What is the name of it, children? It is called Lake Chilika, but it contains a salt water. These are usually formed in the coastal areas, but we also have a lagoon in Rajasthan which is known as the Sambhar lake, but it is not called a lagoon. It is a Sambhar lake. It also contains salt water. Because of huge amount of evaporation, the salt content of the water remains in the salt and the rest of the water gets evaporated, and hence gradually the salt content in this lake water has increased so much that the salt is produced. Factories are being set up besides it, and the salt is produced by this lake water. It is called the Sambhar lake in Rajasthan. This is also a salt water lake, but it is not formed by spits and bars. So, these are two types of salt water lakes, children. Next is the glacial lakes, lakes which are formed by the glacial melt. These are usually found in areas where there are high mountains, snow covered peaks they are having, and we all know that glaciers are a moving block of ice. When the moving block of ice melts from the mountain, it is covered with ice. This ice, when it melts and it comes down at some time where the slope is steep, there what happens? It comes, the glacier comes and with a sudden halt, and it digs out a basin like this, and then it melts into pieces, and then it flows into water and becomes a part of a river. So, when it digs out a basin, this basin is usually covered by the glaciers which are gradually melting. So, this becomes a lake, and that is how glacial lakes are formed. A deep basin is dug out by the glaciers when a huge block of glacier erodes the basin in this manner when it comes down to the floor. This is how the glacial lakes are formed. Another are the tectonic plate movement. Glaciers formed by tectonic plate movement. Tectonic plate we have learned in the previous chapter, children. Tectonic plate, this happens when two plates move away from each other. When two plates move away from each other, children, this kind of a block mountain is formed. Here also we have, suppose here we are having one kind of a rock. This was once upon a time one layer, but due to the movement of the plate towards away from each other, the central plate has subsided down. How we come to know that it has subsided down? Because the layer that is here, we find here. Okay, the layer which is here, we find here. So that is how we find that this area has been subsided down. Now when this area gets filled up by water, these are called rift valleys, children. This is called rift valleys. In such a case, when this area gets filled up with the water, it becomes a lake which is formed by the tectonic plate movement. What kind of a movement of tectonic plate? Divergent plate boundaries. We have learned in the previous chapter, that is divergent boundaries lead to the formation of lakes and also rivers. So lakes formed is known as tectonic plate movement. Next is man-made lakes. This is the fifth kind of lake I am talking about. Man-made lakes are formed by human beings either by digging out the earth to recharge the underground water which has been filled up by the rainwater, or else we are damming the rivers. When a river course is dammed, we build a dam across it. We are obstructing the flow of the water. The water is not allowed to flow down the slope, and here it gets collected in a huge area. So what we have done actually, we have converted a river into a lake, because river means the flowing water, and when we have obstructed the flow of the water, we have made a reservoir, we have dammed the river, so this becomes a lake. So that is how this is also called a lake, and which is a man-made lake. Thank you children for watching the video. Hope you like it and find it helpful for your studies. If you have any doubts, do comment. I will clear it in my next video.